Hi there, it's me, Extreme Viewer, and I'm a linguist founder from Lingua Plus. And today we dive into the process of creating a language-specific persona. In other words, language alter ego. I've talked about it, linguistic personalities, identities, but I feel it's important to highlight that you can create it at home without, overthinking. And why it's important? Because as I told before in other videos, if you haven't watched, please watch. It's very important to tap into your emotions, into your feelings, into your experiences across languages and adjust your psyche, adjust your behavior to sociocultural context. This is a way how you can tap into your multiple facets, into your multiple styles, and discover much more about yourself. So when I talk about language specific persona, language alter ego, if you are at the beginning of the journey, I can tell you that even if you are at A2 level, you can work on some dimensions or blocks of language alter ego. If you're already somewhere at B1, B2, definitely dive in because this is something that can help you in intercultural communication. Yeah, like talking with locals, natives, so one of the points of course cultural immersion. I recommend to go to the country of the language when you are level of B1. When you are A1, A2, probably will be too difficult, but when it's like B1, this is beautiful because you can speak already a bit. You can go there. And not just enjoy yourself, yeah, somewhere, drinking coffee, like in the afternoon, but also you can experience what it is to live in that country. What's important if you are co-living with someone, please make sure you speak in the language of the country. Because if you're going to switch to English or any other language, it's going to be horrible. If you can live with a host family, I've had a few experiences like this, choose it. Even if you're like 40 years old, doesn't matter. You will be observing how a local family lives. And that's priceless because this is the way how you can discover what daily rituals they're using in order just to, get by with their lives. And you will be surprised all these little details that set you apart from their culture. The way how they drink coffee or tea in the morning, the way how they say watch, read news, or perhaps how they prepare their children for school, or maybe how they prepare to go to work or grocery shopping. Whatever this, watch. I learned so much just being with local families, just, sitting there observing while they're doing, their like routine. And it's beautiful because I think a lot of people don't even consider that culturally our daily rituals differ and we can't just sell a sweet farming knife like to everyone saying like okay this is like the silver bullet for everyone. Like we have now those famous coaches or mentors or say certain public figures, global famous one, and we look at them and think oh this is going to work for me. Probably they're talking from their own, let's say, American mindset or let's say British mindset, without tapping into the cultural nuances of a specific country. So maybe if you're going to watch somebody like talking from a Japanese experience, you will think, oh, maybe it's like too much or too little for me. Just an experience. You can think about any example, but perhaps you can, try and tap into, well, their mindset. So back on track. While you're watching those cultural routines, you learn a lot, whether it works for you, whether it doesn't, whether you'd like to try out and kind of copy paste that routine and see how it works for you. Like you can compare different cultures. I try not to compare, like, some people are saying, oh, but at home and my culture. No, this new culture is also your new culture, like becoming your culture because you're learning the language. Then, of course, while you're observing, um, you can add more to the observations. You can indeed go take a cup of coffee somewhere around town, just observe people, see what happens, feel the rhythm of the city, feel the beat, learn how to feel the heartbeat of the city, of the country, of that particular society, learn what matters to them, learn the set of values. How? First, observe, listen, see what they're talking about, what matters today, what matters like always, what matters for a specific group of people. If you belong to a specific group of people, like maybe you're a doctor or you're an IT guy or girl or you're entrepreneur, listen what's happening there and that group of peers, and then also get out, go to a different social group and here like just listen to them what happened there. It's good if you can decode all those messages and create a bigger picture for yourself what this country, what this region is living for. Of course, when you do that, I suggest jumping into nonverbal communication, observing that, how these people walk, before you talk, you can be judged by the way you walk. And if you walk like a local, well, you will be taken for a native. Or maybe you're, walking differently. Don't forget actually about dress code as well. You may say like, why do I have to change? No, you don't have to. You are on a journey of self-discovery and discovery of that country. So you sign up for it when you start learning a language. So that's, for me, rules of the game. If you are trying to blend in as well without losing your, core, but you want to be maybe considered local, like feel like a local at home in the country, well, be a copycat. Have a look. Have a look what it is to be a German, what it is to be a Spaniard, what it is to be an Italian, and so on and so forth. But not just like being like, oh, fancy, I'm going to be. No, just do your homework. Observe. Observe, see what you like, what they do, how they order coffee, how they order a sandwich, what they eat at what time, and so on and so forth, without judgment. Just be open, anything. Of course, if you're in a situation, if you were this very moment in your home country somewhere and you can't go for cultural immersion, then I strongly recommend role playing and talking to your friends, maybe from that culture, teachers, or those friends who've been to that country. When I'm talking about role playing, what you can do, you can indeed ask someone from that culture or knows that culture to play with you, just, being in the culture. Okay, let's imagine we're now going to grocery store there, or we are talking about social political situation there. See what happens as well. Switch in psychologically, like psychological theater. So you may feel that theater a bit different because role playing indeed is fun and helps you to tap into different selves in different situations. And of course, watch movies, watch watch TV series, read books, and so much more. But this is just tip of the iceberg. Definitely, you need to look for symbols like semiotics. You need to look for symbols, signs, and their meanings in the culture of the language you're learning, because semiotics, I think, is behind everything. And often what you just consider being a simple sign, nothing special, may turn out to be a major symbol for a big, meaningful idea for that culture. Therefore, don't overlook those. Of course, tap into history, learn more about history, tap into emotions. I've talked so much about emotions here in other videos. Please have a look. Certainly, learn more about cultural traits and crafts. Maybe try out a specific, let's say, martial art or craft that is connected to the culture. Um, so you can find courses like lessons in your town Yeah, and just go there, see maybe even it's taught by a native or by a person who's lived there for a long time in the culture. Well, there's so many ways. If you're interested to learn more about the process and like this dimensions block of language alter ego, feel free to read my book, Unlocking Language Alter Ego, and see the entire scheme, the whole model behind language alter ego, and check what works for you. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and feel free to ask questions. Happy to make more videos to answer your questions. Thank you so much. Bye.